special edition of Talk Music as we catch up with the Bishopstock Blues Festival '99.
Only 3 years old, but quickly emerging as the UK's premier blues event, this year's festival boasted a 3-day lineup that would be hard to match anywhere in the blues world.
So sit back for the next half an hour as Buddy Guy, Mavis Staples, Robert Cray, Taj Mahal and a host of other blues talents do their blues thing at Bishopstock 1999.
Hello there and welcome to the grounds of Bishop's Court in Devon, where I'm here for the Bishopstock Blues Festival 1999. Well, you wouldn't have a festival unless you got some rain. We're here for 3 days. We've already had the rain. As we turned up earlier today, it was a huge downpour, but as you can see, the sun is now shining. And this Bishopstock Festival, which has only been going for a few years, is going to be fantastic. It's the premier blues festival in the UK, and this year they're boasting their best ever lineup with the likes of Buddy Guy, Kev Moe, Robert Cray, Mavis Staples, Taj Mahal, and kicking off our half an hour for us right now, Mr. Otis Grand. How did a guy from Beirut end up playing the blues then?
I guess we all got the blues wherever we come from.
Yeah.
I think it was in my blood, I guess.
Right. So what age did you move to the States?
I was there from the age of 8. I was listening to radio stations, black radio stations over in Richmond, California, at the Bay Area. I guess it's the only thing I ever heard was blues.
Right.
And I did move back to Lebanon until I was 16. And then I guess I moved around everywhere, you know. I moved over here 12 years ago. I came over from France. Previously, I was in Oakland, California. I guess I'm you might call it drifter who's found his roots finally. Croydon and Surrey, yeah. I guess they tell me Clapton's from Surrey, so that's good.
Well, of course, we're in England. It's an outdoor festival, and, well, the weather does what the weather does, and this is how it looked last year when the big Town Playboys were on stage.
Deep in the heart of Texas, that's where I want to be. I want a black sunglasses and a high-heel boots. I want to be a sight to see. I want a Western Stetson 445.
And, of course, it all changed this year, but the big Town Playboys were back, and they had a special friend joining them, and then we joined that special friend with Mike Sanchez inside in the chapel at Bishop's Court.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Fleetwood. Hey there, Sam. Turn the lights down low. Pull that dirty piece of rug up off the floor. All you chicks.
My love affair goes back a long way with the Playboys, and we're actually looking forward to doing a project together. We start rehearsing in July here in London.
What kind of project is this?
It's me playing drums. And
playing drums with Playboys, or?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's still going to be the same spirit that we've always had in terms of like using the old style R&B, creating our thing, whether it's original songs or obscure covers. It's going to be a good mixture of stuff that people are going to enjoy.
In my day, there were some great festivals. You know, this is a real good cross of American talent and English talent. This is not the sort of music you get on the radio. It's not the sort of music you get anywhere other than going out and having not just one band, but having like 8. There's loads of bands on today. There's more than 8 bands on, aren't there? It's like
A day, yeah.
so. That's keeping the faith.
One of the highlights of the Bishopstock Blues Festival 1999 was the appearance of Mavis Staples. From her acclaimed and commercial successes with her family, the Staples Singers, through to collaborations with the likes of Bonnie Raitt and Prince, Mavis Staples is truly one of the mothers of soul.
Bishopstock, yeah. We have a 3-way thing now. Pops goes out as a solo, I go out solo, and the group, Staples Singers. Right. So we have a 3-way. We have to look out for each other, see that we don't overbook. Bishopstock Festival.
For yourself, when you're looking at material to sing, I mean, what are you looking for? Something inside the song? Is it like a spiritual thing, a blues thing, a gospel thing, or just a good melody? What is it for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a good message, and you know, we used to tell anyone who wanted to write a song for us to read the headlines. We like to sing about what's happening in the world today, you know, and then it just depends if it's a gospel song. You still want a good message because you want something that the people can relate to. Want to bring some joy. You want mainly something that you've been through yourself, some happiness, and you can sing about it and make people believe it. Inspiration. That's mostly what we look for, is a good message, and of course the rhythm. Love is the only transportation to where there's total communication with you, yes. My father called me, and he found me at my sister Yvonne's house. And he said, Mavis, Prince is looking for you. And I said, what Prince, Pop? You know, I don't know Prince. He said, girl, the one they call Purple. And I said, oh, Daddy, not Prince. I said, what does he want with me? Yeah. So next morning, I called. Lo and behold, it was Prince's manager. And he's going, yes, Miss Staples, he wants you to be on his label. He wants to write for you. He wants to produce you, you know. And I'm going in my head, well, what can he write for me? What would he write for me? You know, I'm a grown woman, you know, and I had heard the stuff that Vanity and Apollonian was, so I can't sing.
You sexy mother.
So he assured me that he was well aware of the nature of my talent and he would be writing adult contemporary songs for me. No wars, no war will ever be declared. No, no economical exploitation, no political drama. Hey, yeah, you better get ready. Make your aim up. Come on and go with me. If I don't speak, pass you by.
Joined on stage by the legendary Memphis Horns, the Robert Cray Band's set at Bishopstock was one of the earliest opportunities to catch the blues and soul star at the start of a world tour to promote his latest album, Take Your Shoes Off.
Walk the other way. Just leave me alone to myself for a while and believe there's nothing against you. Don't get me wrong.
We love to play. That's the main issue. You know, we're in a band that plays the kind of music where you need the audience response. You have to play it in front of people. I mean, it's like, you know, it's that kind of push-pull kind of thing, you know.
If I pull my shade, yeah, then you knock on my door. Leave me alone to myself for a while and believe that it's nothing against you.
Do you see yourself as a soul singer or as a blues guitarist now? What are we? Where's Robert Cray there?
I'm caught in the middle. I'm a big blues guitar fan, you know, but I love gospel-influenced soul singers.
Right.
And to me, that's my ultimate dream.
Right.
Is to try to do both.
Just leave me alone to myself for a while and believe that it's nothing against you.
We're heading off towards part 2 here on this special edition of Talk Music. When we return to Bishopstock 99, we have a report on the W.C. Handy Awards, some Buddy Guy, and live performances from the Blind Boys of Alabama and Taj Mahal. Hello there, welcome back to this special edition of Talk Music at the Bishopstock Blues Festival 1999. The weather's kind of holding out for us now. Still to come in this part of the show, we have a report on the W.C. Handy Awards, Taj Mahal and Buddy Guy. But right now we go into some live performance from a band who amazingly have been together, well, in their roots for 50 years. They released their first ever single in 1947, and that would have been on 78 RPM. However, they're now signed to the House of Blues label, and they can lay claim to the first ever complete live broadcast on the World Wide Web. They've sung at the White House, they've sung at the Olympics, and now you get them in the comfort of your own homes. This is the Blind Boys of Alabama.
Did God send that water on Zion? Did God raise his heaven up high? Now didn't it rain? Did God send that water on Zion? Did God raise his heaven up high? Didn't it rain? My Lord, it rained 40 days and nights without stopping. I'd worried when the water kept dropping. Sent out a raven, sent out a dove. The great God kept a burning from above. Then the little children the boy did see. The good fine land, the rest did speak. All one word about the rest of his feet. Then he had the angels more, didn't it rain? Did God send that water? Did God raise his heaven up high? Yeah. Now didn't it rain? Did God send that water? Did God raise his heaven up higher? Didn't it rain? They tell me that the wind didn't blow, that ship did rock. Couldn't find nowhere to dock. God spoke and he whispered low. So brother Noah, why he wanted him to go? He said, if you hear Noah, the rain's gonna stop. It's gonna rain. Shoot to land on the mountain top. So Noah, the rainbow signs. Wouldn't be water but fire next time. All one word about the fire next time. Then he had the angels more, didn't it rain? Did God send that water on Zion? Did God raise his heaven up high? Now didn't it rain? Did God send that water on Zion? Did God raise his heaven up higher? Didn't it rain?
The W.C. Handy Awards are the blues and soul world's equivalent to an Oscar. Whereas the Grammys hand out 2 categories to the blues, the W.C. Handy Awards have 24 categories available for the cream of blues and soul talent. In 1999, coincidentally, a lot of that talent was on stage at the Bishopstock Blues Festival.
I think that without question now that the awards have really grown into a very mature honoring ceremony, I think that the blues industry sees them as a very, very important way of gauging what's been hot in the last year.
Charlie Musselwhite, I'm so proud and pleased to give you Yes, the instrumentalist on harmonica, the blues harmonica player of the year, Charlie Musselwhite. Thank you.
It's a real nice recognition from where I grew up in Memphis, and it's people vote on it. You know, it's a great. It's like the Grammys for the blues. You know, I really cherish it. It's a really nice reward.
Charlie Musselwhite is one of the absolute greats, in my opinion. In an age when there are so many players who sound like each other, here's a guy who sounds like nobody but Charlie Musselwhite, and I think that is entirely admirable.
Contemporary blues female artist of the year, Susan Tedeschi.
It's not about winning. It's not a sport. You know, I'm not a professional athlete. I don't get paid to be physical other than with a guitar. You know, so it's not a competition. You know, but at the same time, it's just a recognition. And for me, I mean, that's amazing. I'm very honored.
You had style, yeah. You had class. You had everything to make a love last. You had grace, you had charm.
I was asked if I'd present an award and I chose him. So I'm happy about that. I like his music because his last CD I thought was really good. So I didn't mind doing it at all.
The handies are very important because it really recognizes everyone in the blues community. And when you're in the blues community, I guess, you know, it's important it's important for everyone to be recognized. Blues is history.
And now in performance, a winner of 2 WC Handy Awards, Susan Tedeschi.
Flies in the kitchen, I can hear all the burning. Oh, I eat nothing since I woke up today. How can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening? Nothing to say. Baby, an angel flies from Montgomery, and I might get closer. I'm a rodeo, and I'll still remember everything that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a amazing goal. Believing in this living, so how ways to go. Oh, believe, 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 is oh, so hard, so tight.
Emerging from the folk music scene of the 1960s, Taj Mahal quickly established himself as an artist who knew no boundaries. Playing a pivotal role in that decade's blues revival, Taj went on to make his mark in the worlds of soul, rock and contemporary blues. Taking his time out from his kitchen, where apparently he cooks down a mean spicy dish or two, this self-taught musician who can play over 20 instruments and is fluent in 5 languages came to make his mark on the Bishopstock Blues Festival '99.
I'm, you know, basically a mixture of the Southern experience from the United States and the Caribbean experience, the African experience, the Latin experience, the European experience, all of it, you know. Native American, Native Caribbean, it's all there. And they're all alive, and they talk to me a lot.
I used to get so weary, crying a whole night through. I get so weary, crying a whole night through.
We got a lot of work to do. You know, we got a lot of people to heal. You know, we got a crazy planet, and if you can put out, for however long, put out something really good that helps people stay sane and stay healed and think about the best things that they can do, get about the business of doing that.
If I ever get lucky, finding a place to go, you know I tried so hard, but it's hard way to
probably somewhere near 99% of the people who are working today come to work every day and leave 90% of themselves outside the door and do 100% of all the work that's done in the world with 10% or less of themselves being there. In my situation, I'm on full blast all the time when I'm doing my thing. When I'm resting full blast. You understand me? And for it to be what I love in my life, I'm very lucky. That's why I have to slow down, because everybody gets like, my God, this guy really loves what he does. Well, let's have him do it like 3,000 times a year. You know, no. Calm down. I'll be back. You know, we'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. You know, that's where I'm at with it. We won't edit this out. Vin rouge, c'est très bien. Salut.
Well, sadly, we come to the end of this special edition of Talk Music, but we'll say goodbye from Bishopstock 1999 with a true legend of the blues, Mr. Buddy Guy.
Are you damn right I got the blues? People from my head right down to my shoes.
Nowadays, it's you got to have a huge audience to buy your records, and then I think you can open some doors. You know, like Johnny Lang, the late Stevie Ray Vaughan, and those kids helped us a lot. The Stones, the Eric Clapton, they helped us a lot because we're still friends, and they still will mention a Buddy Guy, John Lee Hooker, or somebody like that who helped started this stuff, which I'm a student, the Muddy Waters and people like that.
Stop by my daughter's house.
You get to the point where you think you know it all, you better put that thing away and forget about it, because these youngsters now, man, are coming up, and I'm like saying, what are you playing on that thing? And I've been had it in my hands that long and couldn't find that, you know? So it's always a learning experience when you come out.